Alright, what's going on, boys? Today I got a video going over the trades I took to pass a 50K TopStep combine. I passed it in. Oh, wait, let me pull up the email. I actually got it right here. I got the email. This is actually from August 1st. Today is like the 12th, I believe. I passed it on this August 1st, which was a Friday, and just never. I made a thumbnail and just never got around to recording the video. So I'm doing it now because I haven't made a video in a while, and I want to get the channel going again, get monetized. So yeah, this is the email, okay, and I'm just going to be going over the trades. I took 3 trades to pass it, 2 days, and I actually didn't think I was going to be able to pass on the day because I did violate the consistency rule a little bit. I think I made like 1400 the first day, and then I made like 1600. So technically I thought if you wanted to pass in 2 days, you have to make like 1500 on the dot, but I didn't, and I passed. So it is possible to pass in 2 days. It's possible to pass in 2 trades, depending on how you scale. But so I'm gonna go back in time to the Friday where I passed, August 1st. And I'm just gonna be breaking down the trades. My strategy for this was, my sizing strategy was just wait for like the highest quality setups and basically full port, or at least full port to be able to get the 50%. I couldn't pass it in 1 day, so I just scaled to be able to make 1500 around there on a single trade. I went too far back. So yeah, I'm just gonna be breaking down the trades and showing you guys what I did. All these videos are getting to be like the same now because I really only use one strategy, one entry, same exact thing every single trade. So this video is probably just gonna be like all my other videos. Yo, I'm lagging, but that's not the point. The point is I just want to document this shit because it works as like journaling. Instead of having to journal trades, I just record them and go back and watch my YouTube videos when I am feeling stuck or feeling like lost or whatever, need some help. But okay, so this is the Thursday. So Thursday I took 1 trade. This was the Thursday that I passed. Hold on. This was the Thursday that I passed, and I took 1 trade. I sized up for it. I made about 1400, and this was the trade. Okay, so we had we were obviously in a clear uptrend, had a big move up, kept moving up overnight, and then had a dump come pre-market or into market open. We had a dump, and then we just kept coming. Around this time I was still just waiting for something to maybe either go back up here, look for longs, or confirm that we're going down to look for shorts. So we had a giant push down, lots of big bearish volume in the market, and I wasn't going to try to long until we started to see like a real shift to some lower highs, higher lows get put in the market and then start pushing back up. But we didn't. We just kind of had this resistance level lined up with this, and as you can see I have a fair value thing marked out. So fair value, it's like over here. Okay, so basically because we have all this bearish momentum coming straight down, and we still have some areas to target, big support areas, demand that we could target. I was just looking for shorts, unless like I said, we put in a higher low and then shifted and started moving back up. So basically you see something like this, big sell-off, slight pullback here on probably a lower time frame. Yeah, slight pullback here, gets sold down, another big pullback here, but the pullback wasn't like a shift, a nice clear indication that price is gonna change trend. It was just like a kind of like a pullback. It started getting weak, and then basically we started selling off from that fair value gap and from this little supply zone or resistance zone, right? So then we start moving back down. We get back below VWAP, back below the 8 EMA, start pushing down, and then basically at that point, at the time we're like back below VWAP and stuff and start pushing down, I'm like, okay, yep, we're confirmed, most likely going back down. I'm gonna go back down to this area, continue the short-term trend, right? So I just look for my 1 entry that I always take, which is a flag or a wedge. Any little triangular like consolidation pattern with a breakout. And right, take all the other things I said into context. We came up, we broke out, or we got below the VWAP and stuff. Looked like we just put in a lower high, and then we're going to continue all the way down to this low, which we ended up doing. But basically, I got in right around here on this little bear flag pullback, right? We're coming down, down, down. We have a couple green candles. We kind of form into this little triangular thing. If you're a bit confused, like you'll see watch my other videos. This is like all I do is take these bull flag and bear flag patterns. So right here, it's like a little triangular thing you could see. We're bearish. I already have all my context as to why I think it's going to go lower, so now I'm just looking for that setup. We get the setup right here. We start breaking out. I'm pretty sure I got in on a pullback. That's why my thing is here. Like this has been here since 2 weeks ago or whenever it actually was. So I'm assuming I saw this candle nice close right here, and then I got in on a little pullback right there. And it stops up there, and then a smooth move down. I didn't hold all the way down because I think I bought either 2 or 3 contracts and then just got out for around the 1500 mark. Okay, I think I already explained that. I tried to keep it within the consistency, ended up violating it, but they let me go anyways. I think I made 1400 here, and then I remember I made, I think I made 1600 the second day because I was a little surprised when I saw the email, hey, you passed. Okay, so now let's get into the next day. That's the one trade. What the fuck happened? Oh, sorry for cussing. YouTube, don't shit up at me. Put me on the For You page. Okay, let's see. Let it play out. Oh, shit. I'm lagging a little bit. Okay, yeah. So basically all the analysis that I just said about the in a downtrend, lower highs, lower lows, pull back to then continue with the trend. That's the exact same analysis I had here. Now we're even more in a clear downtrend, just a clear downtrend on all time frames. This is the 1 hour. Absolutely nothing. Like I look at this pre-market. I'm like, okay, we're in a downtrend. I'm gonna look for pullbacks to get short on, or trend changes to get long on, which I actually ended up doing. I took 2 trades this day, one of them long, one of them short. And remember how I was saying in the last from this day, I was only going to look for longs if we had a shift to confirm bullishness, right? Look what we have right here. We have a downtrend. We come in, put in a higher low, and then start pushing up towards the high. And I have my eyes on this little resistance plus this supply zone. Okay, so let me actually backtrack a little bit more. Right here, I'm like, okay, boom, we're confirmed now bullish. At least, you know, the market's unpredictable. You can never truly know what's going to happen, but at least for the short term, I think we might see a move back up into these areas. So that's what I did right here. We also tapped a fair value gap. I'm sure in the moment I was looking at this. I definitely was 100% in the moment looking at this. Like, oh, we have a fair value gap too. Plus we have a higher low with some clean, explosive candles, by the way, and volume coming in. That's just like, okay, I want to look for longs in the short term at least until the trend starts going back to the downside. Okay, we tapped the fair value gap, and we were just building into this nice little flag wedge thing. Tap the fair value gap, and then we start breaking out right about here. Get in once we break out and get above the VWAP. I'm paying a lot of attention to VWAP and EMA, both on the 5-minute and the 1-minute. For entries, I make sure I'm above it if I'm going long and below it if I'm going low, and then I also use that as big context on the 5-minute. You know, if 5-minute has a rejection and gets below it, it's likely it, you know, might go down, reverse, whatever. Okay, anyways, so I played long right up into this gray box because then I was looking to short at this gray box. I was looking now for the 5 minutes. Yo, stop lagging. Now I'm looking for, okay, we came up into some resistance. If, you know, this bearish trend is going to hold, and this is a true bearish trend, at least for now, we should see some little shifts on the 5-minute, a rejection from one of these areas, and then I'll look to take a short and finish off this challenge. And basically we got this big thing right here. It was like a fast volatile candle, obviously a lot of selling volume coming in. Okay, that makes me think, whoa, I think we're gonna get the rejection we wanted. And then along with that, we get below the VWAP. This is on the 5-minute. We get below the VWAP and the EMA. And now basically I'm looking for shorts. If we hold, boom, we hold the VWAP. I'm always making sure we don't get back above it, right? So I'm looking short now. We close below it. We kind of closed almost above it. I'm like, all right, I want to make sure we reject. If we reject off of this VWAP and EMA now, stay below it and start moving back down, coming off of this resistance level in this bearish trend, then I think I can look for flags to the downside. And as you can see, we put in a nice little lower high on the what do you call this, like boom 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 boom, big shift, lower high, push down, take out that low, make a new lower low. And as we take out that lower low, it just happens to be a very nice, clean looking, well, for me at least, in my style of trading, this to me is a perfect little 1-2 pullback, 1-2 bullish candles, followed by a sell-off right there. That's like a clean bear flag to me. You know what I'm saying? 2 candles. I always look for 2 candles, or like a full-on wedge. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this example for a bull flag. Look, you get 1-2 red candles followed by a big green candle. Same thing to the downside. You get 1-2 and then a nice big red candle here. Acts as that bear flag. And then I just sized it. I don't know how many contracts I bought at this point. This is 12 days ago. But I remember however much I made from the first trade, I sized it so that I make the remaining to hit the 1500. I ended up making a little more than that, but they still ended up letting me go. And as you can see here, just have a nice clean move down. Another nice flag you could have caught right here. That's what I mean when I say 1-2 candles up followed by nice strong close. It's like a bear flag. Boom, boom, boom. Little pullback, nice close down to continue with the trend, just like that. All right, that is how I trade bull flags and bear flags and wedges, pennants, any of these little chart patterns. That's how I trade. That's how I pass funded things in 2 days. Okay, and that's really all there is to the video. So subscribe if you're looking for more content. If you enjoy the video, leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.